time to eat with me. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you can get future notifications every time the roommates drop a new video. Enjoy watching, y'all. Now let's eat. Hey roomies, how y'all doing? If you're new, welcome. And if you've been here a while, you know it's time for the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. That's some good mozzarella sticks, roomies. It tastes really good with the barbecue sauce. You know, I actually think I like it better with barbecue sauce or mild sauce than I do with the marinara sauce. Just because I'm a little picky when it comes to like chunky sauce. I like it for like pasta, but not as a dip. And I got chicken rings. I'm gonna introduce to you what I got, you guys. I got mozzarella sticks, chicken rings, and fries. And I got barbecue sauce and ketchup as my dip. Oh, and not to mention, I also got lemon pepper at the restaurant because you cannot find this lemon pepper at the grocery store. This lemon pepper is called ranch lemon pepper. You can only find it, well, you mainly can find it at like chicken places, like places that sell like fried chicken, fried fish, like places like that. But this lemon pepper is the bomb on everything. It's good with chicken, it's good with mozzarella sticks, it's good on fries, you name it. Let's see how it tastes with the ketchup. That's really good. Lemon pepper just does the trick. You know, I think I like eating finger food from home better than I like eating it at the restaurant. Because the thing about the restaurant, you go to the restaurant, you gotta wait through a drive-thru. And depending on what time of day you go to a drive-thru, there's 10 cars in front of you. So then by the time you get your food, you have already been in line for at least 20 minutes. So then, unless the restaurant is right by your house, it's hard to keep your food hot. Then by the time you get home, the food is gonna be cold when you gotta use it for a video. But a lot of times the best thing to do if if you're doing videos with restaurant food, the best thing to do instead of going to pick up the food, it's kind of better to do like delivery. Because then you don't have to worry about standing in line and then driving home and then coming home with the food. By the time you get home, the food's cold. It's better just to do delivery because then your food is hot and ready. And all you really got to do is just set up your camera, set up your lights, and then get dressed and ready for your video. So by the time the food gets to you, it's nice and hot and fresh. I just love these marinara. I love these mozzarella sticks with barbecue sauce. I wonder how it tastes with ketchup. It's not bad. It's not bad, but I like it better with the barbecue sauce. You know, believe it or not, I used to be really picky when it came to barbecue sauce. The lemon pepper got me coughing, you guys. It's like you ever hear how like pepper, how when you breathe and pepper gets in your nose, you sneeze. Well, sometimes I'll have you coughing too. Like the other day, I tried McDonald's chicken nuggets with what was it called, honey mustard. So I was curious to see how it tasted, and it was surprisingly good. Normally I don't like the honey mustard. At least certain honey mustards. I don't really like it from the grocery store, but the honey mustard they got at McDonald's, it tastes really good. So I tried it with chicken nuggets, and I tried it with fries, and I like fell in love with it. When I was a kid, I had to have ketchup on everything. I used to be a picky eater when I was young. Like I would put, like if my grandma made breaded chicken, like baked chicken, but with like breadcrumbs on it. I'd be really picky just to eat chicken plain. So I would just put ketchup on it. Or I used to have ketchup with like potato wedges, mashed potatoes. My grandma would look at me like I insulted her. Like I insulted the chef putting ketchup or putting salt. Or putting salt and pepper on the food. So roomies, what have you guys been up to? In Chicago, it's just been raining. Oh, it's like our weather is just bipolar. Like one day, it'll be hot out. Next day, it'll just be raining really heavy. Like anytime I leave the house, I can never just leave the house. If it's hot, I can't leave the house with a t-shirt. Like in a t-shirt and Caprice pants, I always have to bring a jacket. Or sometimes I'll bring two. Because I can't decide if I don't know what the weather's going to be. I always bring I would bring like my kind of heavy North Face jacket. And then like a light hoodie. So that way if it's cold out and I need to wear both, I'll be able to wear it. So the other day, you guys, I went to Costco. And so they have, at Costco now, they got this new Venus razor that just came out. And it's called Venus Platinum. And it's like 5 blades. And let me tell you, today was my first day using it. After I had bought it. Like about a couple days ago. I finally used it, let me tell you. That is the best thing to use for you ladies that are planning to wear shorts in the summertime and you want to shave your legs and have your legs looking like it's like you just got waxed. It is like the closest shave I ever got. Like I'm literally walking around the house on air. Cause that's like the best razor I ever got. Our best female razor. Cause at Costco they got a deal going on where you get one stick that has a razor already on it. And then in the box it'll have like 10 other razors for only $20. Like that's a deal. You won't find that at like, you're not gonna find nothing like that at like Jewel or Walmart. Or at any other grocery store. Because a lot of times they'll have like one razor, and then if you want the other, you got to buy the box of razors separate. And when you buy the box of razors separate, you're talking like almost $20 alone. Like sometimes it'll be like $20 for a pack of 4, or $17. Yeah, $17 for like a pack of 4. Like, I got a really good deal. If I knew about Costco when I was in my early 20s, I would have been shopping there a long time ago. But ladies, let me tell you, it's better to spend more money on your razors, because if you go with the disposable razors, within a week to 2 weeks you gotta throw them out, because otherwise you're gonna start to break out on your legs. I've had that happen before. It is not good. Like I was looking at Costco, like the men's razors and how much they go for. It is crazy how much men have to spend on a good razor, like just to shave their face. I was looking at it, it looked like it was like between the price of like $24.99 or $34.99 for like the Mach 3 razors. The women's razors are a lot cheaper. But I would not recommend using disposable, just because when you have a really cheap dim razor, it's not gonna last long. Like if you think about it, every 2 weeks you're gonna have to buy new razors. It's better just to buy one and then buy the little buy like the little tiny razors that come with it. Or spend a little more on like the boxes of razors, like not the stick part, but I'm talking about just the razors. They will last you. Like, it's better to spend a lot at one time, because you spend a big amount for your razors at one time. They will last you at least a year and a half. Like if you buy the ones at Costco, that's like the 11 pack. Because you won't have to change, you're not really going to have to change it that often. It'll last you like 2 to 3 months per razor. Because of better quality, it's a 5-blade. It's like this, if you wanted to It's like, would you buy a cheap mattress or would you buy an expensive mattress? It's better to go with something expensive so that way your body's more comfortable. Because if you buy a cheap mattress, oh, your back is going to feel it when you get up in the morning. I guarantee you that. The worst mattress I ever slept on was when me and my girlfriend, back when I was younger, we moved in together in New York, and she wanted to badly live in New York. So I'm like, all right, let's see what it's like to live in New York. We couldn't. By the time we got there, we were down to like. By the time we got there, we only had like $500, so we went and got the cheapest apartment. It was in the projects at the time, of like Manhattan. And it was a 1-bedroom. It wasn't a 1-bedroom. It was, we rented a room, and we had a bunch of other roommates. And it was a 3-bedroom. Like, the 1-bedroom was like, it was a family. It was this lady, her sister, and her son. And then another room was like this couple that was living there. But, like, they never came. They were never there because they didn't like the area. So they'd just be at work all day. Or they'd be out of the house. So the only time they came around was when it was time to go to sleep. But the apartment that we lived in, it was already furnished. Like, there was already a bed. Well, it wasn't really furnished. It was a bed, no furniture, just a bed and a chair with a lamp. It was really bad. Now, let me tell you, that bed was the most uncomfortable bed I've ever. The most uncomfortable bed I ever slept on in my life. But I mean, it's like this, you get what you pay for. Now, this other guy that moved in that same apartment, because I made the mistake of telling my roommates at the time that me and my ex were planning on moving out. So when they thought we were moving out, they took our stuff and put it in the living room and had us sleeping on the couch, and then tried to put up a flyer. They put up an ad on Craigslist saying looking for a roommate. So there's one guy, he answered the ad, and he rented that same room for 3 months. And because he rented the room for 3 months, they went all out. Once they got that money, they fixed up that room. They mopped the floor, got a comfortable bed, put furniture in there. But for me and my girlfriend, they were not doing none of that. Now, if you're a man and you were renting a room there and you're a man, they were going all the way to make your room as special and nice looking as possible. They even tried remodeling the floor. And we're putting tile, like, I think it was like tile or something on the floor, but they had that room looking nice. Oh, because the other person that moved in after us paid for a lease, or paid to be there for 3 months, opposed to me and my ex only being there for 1 month. That was honestly the worst living situation. Worst living situation I ever lived in. Like that month I got lucky. So that month, me and my girlfriend, we ended up seeing my cousin. She was on a business trip. And so my family had called me and told me, like, look, your cousin is in New York and she wants to see you and your girlfriend. She wants to meet you guys for dinner. So we go across town to this one Italian restaurant that we couldn't even pronounce. So we had trouble finding the restaurant. So we met up with her, and she gave me my last paycheck when I was working at Jewel. And she said to me, she's like, why don't you leave your girlfriend in New York, and why don't you come home with me? And you can go live with your grandma. At the time, I was stupid. I was really stupid. Like, I thought I loved the person I was with, but now I think about it, and I wish I would have listened. Instead, what I did is I told her, I'm like, no, it's okay. I really want to live with this person. I really want to live with so-and-so. I love her, blah, blah, blah. And then she says to me, she's like, no, you don't. And I'm like, no, I really do. And she's like, okay, all right then. But then that same night after we left the restaurant, we had my last paycheck. So me and her decided, we're like, why don't we just go back to Chicago and we could stay. And she says to me, she's like, well, why don't you ask your grandma if we could stay with her for about a month? Because at the time, our apartment in Chicago, we leased it out. We leased it out for about 2 months, but we ran out of money, so we couldn't afford to stay another month in New York. So we tried to talk to the guy that we leased it out to, tried to give him it, and had my grandma help us give the guy his money back, because we made the mistake of charging him more than what the apartment was actually worth. We charged him $1,500 a month, but the apartment was actually a lot less than that. It was like probably $800, and it was a 1-bedroom. But because it was on the north side of Chicago, and like close, it was really close to like Lakeshore Drive, we figured we could get away with overcharging. But it really came back and bit us in the butt, because because if it wasn't for my grandma, we wouldn't have got that apartment back. At the time, my grandma, she saved my behind a lot of times. Anytime something's complicated for me, what I do is I'll just be thinking to myself, and I'll be like praying. I'll be praying to my grandma, praying to my mom, because my grandma and my mom were the two people in my life. They made everything so easy. Like, they were the two people in my life that always bailed me out. Like, when I was young, those two bailed me out like you would not believe. Like, my grandma bailed me out the first time when I was with my ex and had to get an abortion. Because when I left her when I was, the first time I left her, I was about, what was it? I was close to 2 months pregnant. I was about like 10 weeks. And my grandma paid for the abortion because, even though I know what you guys are thinking, like why would you get an abortion instead of just keeping it? In my family, that wasn't really an option. Because I thought to myself, like, if I'm not in a relationship, I don't want to keep it because I don't want to have to be a, like, single mom struggling. And the only reason I even had a baby at the time was because that's what my girlfriend wanted. That's not what I wanted. I only did it because she would give me that line, like, if you love me, you'll do this and that. And I look back and think about, like, everything that I wish I could just, like, go back and change. Because I have made a lot of screw-ups in my life. And that girl, going with her, is pretty much one of the reasons that, like, my family pretty much don't want really anything to do with me. Because when I was with that girl, the only thing her mind was set on was getting a hold of my mom's inheritance money that was supposed to be left to me. And I wasn't supposed to touch it until I was at least like 30 to 35. So if I would, at the time, if I could just go back in time, I would have been like, if I could go back, I probably would go back to the day that she asked me out. And the thing is, I didn't say no to her because she asked me out on her birthday. And I felt bad about rejecting somebody on their birthday because, I mean, she was that type of girl where she was real sensitive and I didn't want to break her heart. But I didn't know what kind of can of worms and issues that I was opening up going out with her. Like, anytime I even see a girl that looks like her, it's like I cringe or I like want to hide my face because I'm thinking like, okay, I hope that's not my ex. I hope she doesn't see me. It's just uncomfortable if I see someone that even looks like her. So, roomies, I had so much fun eating and talking with you guys. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you can get future notifications anytime the roommates drop a new video. Thank you all for watching. Peace out, y'all. We love you. Remember to live, love, and laugh. Bye, y'all.